When working in Chemius, you are given all sorts of options when it comes to preparation of new products and new safety datasheets. I have already shown you how you can create a new material by clicking on the plus droplet sign, and how to prepare a new formulation by clicking on the plus flask sign as shown here. There is also an additional option by making a copy of an existing product. This is done by going on the right side to a product and clicking on the copy product option. This will then generate a copy of the product in the product list, and this copy of a product will have the copy listed in the name as well. Copies of products are very useful when your products are similar, but you want to make, let's say, minor modifications. If you maybe want to modify composition, classification, labeling, add some specific sentences for different or very similar product, you are given the option to do so as well by making a copy and making then a modification on a new product. But there is also an option to make synonyms within Chemius. So what are synonyms? Synonyms in Chemius are basically, let's say, identical products but with different administrative information associated with them. And now I'm going to show you how you can make synonyms. Synonyms are accessed on the right side where there is a folder with the pencil present, and if you click on it, you will be given the edit synonyms function, and within this edit synonyms functions you are given all sorts of options to make those administrative information changes possible. So which are those administrative information that I'm talking about? The first one is the synonym name, the second one is the supplier information, and the third one is a synonym specific product code. So to be able to prepare a synonym within Chemius, you simply click on the plus synonym button, and synonyms are mostly very useful when you are dealing with some sort of private brands or just different, let's say, names of the same product. So I'm gonna now just enter a product with the name brand name 1. I can then associate a different supplier to this um, synonym. So on the synonym brand name 1, I have associated the supplier Alchemist to it. I can then also change the description of this supplier. I can leave it as supplier as it is, or I can change it to, let's say, maybe a distributor. So let's in our case change it to a distributor. We can then also associate a specific product code to this synonym. So in our case, I'm gonna add a product code, let's say 1234 to our brand name 1. And as you might notice, there is also option for packaging, but that's related to a different procedure. So all of those administrative information that we have just entered would display in the product itself when we prepare the final documentation for it. But additionally, within this section, the everything or let's say few things related to the PCN and UFI fields are also present to be added, and one of those things are the UFI codes. So within this synonyms edit section, you can also generate and create specific UFI codes. And if we enter a specific formulation number, which is meant to be unique, you can create your own UFI codes based on the VAT number and based on the unique formula ID for your specific product as well. There is also a requirement to enter packaging when it comes to Poison Center notifications, and here you can enter packaging data as well. Let's say it's the product is packed in a 1 liter bottle. I have now added the packaging as well here, but please keep in mind that all of those things related to the PCN notification, they can be present added, but to be finally able to do the PCN notification as well, you would have to get a PCN add-on that we also have to offer, and with PCN add-on you can then do the notifications directly from Chemius to the ECA submission portal. But that's if you decide to subscribe, that's let's say a different functionality, and I would help you with that as well. But for now, let's focus on the synonym itself. So we have added administrative information for the second synonym, brand name 1. And now when we go to the product list, we see that this brand name 1 synonym has been generated, but it has not yet been finalized. So each time you make modification within the Synonyms Edit tab, you need to remember to go to the product and finalize it again. Because when you do the finalization, the documentation associated with the second synonym would get generated as well. And now we have two products. One is test product ABC1 with its safety datasheet, and the second one is brand name 1 product. And if we now compare those two products, we can see that they have different data present. And I have forgotten to also make the product codes visible on the safety datasheet. So you have an option to make product codes visible as well. But to do so, you just need to choose this option to disclose the product codes on the documentation as well. Now we go back, we make another finalization of this specific product. And once this happens, we can then compare the two products between each other, and we can see that the only difference between those two products are basically the administrative information related to this product. So if I scroll a bit down, we can see what has been changed between those two products. It's the name of the product code, UFI code can differentiate between those two as well, and also the supplier information. I'll just switch to English language for better understanding. So now we have also changed. So the first one was supplier, and the second one, the distributor is listed. And this is an extremely effective way to manage synonyms, and it's especially useful when you are dealing with many, let's say, same products with potentially different name or different administrative identifiers on them. And the remaining of the safety datasheet is exactly the same for both of those generated products. So there is absolutely no differences in any of the remaining sections of the safety datasheet. Everything stays exactly the same between those two. And hopefully you can utilize this to speed up your documentation preparation process as well.